Oh my. What a surprise. Thank the Lord. How beautiful. I hope, Miss Morgan, that you've enjoyed being with us tonight. We've enjoyed having you very much, and your music is beautiful. Pastor Steve tried to take piano in college. This is Pastor right here. And if you wait till college and you've been in the woods most of your life, it's like trying to play the piano with chopsticks. And it was a thing, and I think his teacher pulled their hair, or almost did.
She'd say, "Oh, stop, please."
Stop. Said, please.
That's what she'd say to me.
Oh my. But I was enjoying his comment. At the same time, we were wondering if she's faithful, what will she be like in a few years? Because this is some of the finest music we have ever heard, much less being played by a person who is 12 years old. Sally, any comment there?
I'd like for her to tell you how much time she's invested to come to this point. Obviously, she's gifted.
Yes.
But she's paying a price.
Oh.
And she's not even paying it because she really wants to.
Yes.
She's paying it because, Lord helping, she has folks with a vision. But I want her to tell you the investment in time.
We'd like to know about it. How much time do you have to?
An hour and a half a day. She was 5 when she started.
5 when she started.
Sometimes she practices longer than that.
Yes, we can tell by the beauty of what's being played. We're very thrilled, very happy. And to Mrs. Morgan, we want to say to you how grateful we are to you and to your husband for the work, the love, and the effort that's gone behind this, because I've discovered that unless the parents are committed, rarely do you have a Mendelssohn or do you have anyone who has the inner gift to pull through. Sally's daddy's here, and because of her mother, they kept her on the piano. But without that, and a broom, they tell us, without that, we wouldn't have Sally on the piano, and we wouldn't be blessed. Really, in our life, nothing good comes by any shortcut. Everything of excellence and everything of quality that really brings blessing to the world is costly. And if the parents do not realize it, then we're in a sad shape. And see, I watch the piano students fall by the way. I watch the instruments fall by the way. And I see, excuse me, but David's always loved me for this. But I am struck, I am absolutely nauseated when I see the football go on through high school and go on to college and the instruments drop. And David said, if I had worked at something like Sally's doing, what I did well, I can no longer do. We're very thankful that he's helped our boys this year. We're very grateful. God's used that. But I am saying we're one of the finest players in the state of West Virginia, a star player for West Virginia U. But see, he's heard me share this. And see, primarily we are responsible right here. We are responsible. The commitment is right here. A child does not know. 8-year-old, 12-year-old, 16-year-olds not know. We're the ones that give into it. And I have worked at it and worked at it. My children can tell you I've never given up. Brian went from Sally to Catherine Walker, and he hasn't practiced like he should, but he's playing better than he did 2 years ago. And I'm working all the way to the top, so I will not be responsible. It will not be my fault. You see what I mean? It's so important. I kept Ann at voice. I kept her at piano as long as I could. She was not destined to be a pianist. We found that out. But piano has been helpful. It's given her structure. So this has been a night for encouraging somebody, hasn't it been? by God's wonderful grace. See, most of us let our children fall by the way. Where are the violins that started? Where are the cellos? Where are the basses? They should be playing quite well by now. Out of that group, very few. Just 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 that are going on. See, it's a tragedy. It's a great, 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 great tragedy. It's awful. It's grievous to God. So we're still trying. And I'm thrilled that Jack is coming on as a music teacher. They tell me that the band's doing quite well. I'm thrilled about that. And I haven't even heard it myself yet, but that he tells me, they tell me that God's helping him with the band. Isn't that encouraging? Yeah, I said, you all are all stirred up. Well, that comes at years of hard work. Yes, Sister Cox. Oh, your daughter right here, the broomstick.
It wasn't easy.
See, she is one of Sally's best students.
I don't regret 1 minute of time that
I'm thankful. See, we're blessed today
Yes.
because of it, by God's grace, because she has an ear for music. She does things with the organ that we take for granted. She'll put the bass in at the right time, or I'll hear something that sounds like an angelic instrument of some sort. Well, you have to have a gift for that. And I asked her how she did that, and she said she just goes by how Jesus works and leads in the inside. That's important. A good percussion person that really has the gift on the drums or the triangle, there's to be a tremendous gift. It can be the making or the undoing of a piece. Just percussion alone. Isn't that something? Seems like to me that nearly everybody in the country would want to get on a drum. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's great. I wish I could. See, there's times when I go down the highway and I'll hear a good drum, and inside I get myself on a stage, and I'm telling you, I've got it going. I'm doing everything there is to do. See, I can feel it, and there's a great fulfillment in rhythm, in beating the drums. There's times when I want to, hit the, what do you call the cymbals? Oh, I just want to, if I just had a set of cymbals and could let go. That's why I've got once in a while they bring in the gong or whatever it is I have. What's that called? Gong. Is that a gong? I like the gong. Get so happy I want a gong. Such a good feeling about it. Isn't that something? It's expression with the instruments. Praise the Lord. Well, yes.
3,832 hours and a half.
She's practiced over 3,000 hours at an average of
an hour and a half a day.
Be over 3,000
7
hours.
years.
That's great. Takes sometimes over 3,000 hours of prayer to discover what kind of heart we have. So an hour and a half a day from 6 to 12 for 6 years before we can make any progress in the heart at all, where God can reveal to us. That's 3,000 hours, over 3,000
See, the
hours.
pastor's been praying an hour a day now
How many
for
years?
I don't know how many years.
Pray at least an hour a day. They pray that collectively here. And but you see, that's tuning up the soul.
Yes.
Brother Helm said after a few hundred or a few thousand hours, God will reveal something.
Yes.
He will reveal something that's wrong or short or that you can move up on.
Yes.
After a few hundred or a few thousand hours. It's wonderful. Praise the Lord. Well, don't you think it's been a special night?
Yes.
God's worked in a special way, and after Monty's testimony, here came the medley. By God's grace, I'd had the leading on the way to church. In fact, I started with them, and I start with the senior choir at all, but I didn't. By the way, the part that you played the second piece, what was that? Beautiful. I was quite touched, a 20th century piece. And I would like, before we sing, we're going to close with spiritual songs, but I would like for the sanctuary choir to do for her, in response to that number, of the birth of Christ, that first part, would you? Because of its 20th century composition. Charles, do you have something? Oh, you're coming. Come, choir, sanctuary choir. I saw him get up.
1,000.
That beautiful, after the Bacchian piece, she played something that was 20th century. I've never heard it before, but it had such beautiful 20th century music that I thought we would respond for her and for Miss Morgan with this great piece, The Birth of Christ. which is one of my favorites, our favorites. Oh, and Ladonna will appreciate this too. She will like this. If she's not ever heard it, she will be moved, I think.